Hi, this is Marnie Pearson-Coons back with day 24 in the Light the World, Build the Kingdom challenge, where each day we ask God what is one thing we can do to light the world, to make the world a better place, and then act upon whatever comes. My inspirational thought for today comes from 2 Chronicles chapter 20. In this chapter in the Old Testament, Israel is being invaded, or they're being set upon by the Ammonites and the Moabites, and these are some groups of people that God did not want them to destroy when they came in and took the land of Canaan. But now these people had, turned to wickedness and idols, and they were going to attack Israel. And it was a big host of enemy before them, and the king of Israel at the time, his name was Jehoshaphat. And Jehoshaphat was like, we don't really know what to do here. So he gathered all of Israel together. He told them to fast and to pray. And he prayed saying, O our God, wilt thou not judge them? For we have no might against this great company that cometh against us. Neither know we what to do, but our eyes are upon thee. So he's saying, we don't know what to do with this situation, but our eyes are upon thee. He directed his eyes to God. And then as the people fasted and prayed, one of them was a prophet and came forward and kind of spoke what the Lord wanted to have happen in this situation to Jehoshaphat and the people. And this prophet said, ye shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourselves, stand ye still, and see the salvation of the Lord with you, O Judah and Jerusalem. Fear not, nor be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord will be with you. So this prophet tells them, you're not going to have to fight. Stand still, see the salvation of the Lord. The Lord's going to take care of you. Now, this really shows the amount of faith that Jehoshaphat had. Israel had some good kings and they had some bad kings. And Jehoshaphat was a really good king because he looked to God. And then when this prophet told them that they wouldn't have to fight, he sent out praise singers ahead of the army. They went down to where the battle was going to take place, but he didn't send like his best fighters at the front or whatever. He sent the praise singers, the people who would go down and talk about how wonderful the Lord was and how great the Lord was. And the interesting thing about praise is it's different than gratitude, because gratitude is like, oh, thank you that you did this for me, or thank you that you helped me with that, or thank you that you helped my child with that. Praise is just singing how wonderful how wonderful and great God is, and really articulating how, his majesty and his power and how he has, delivered them in the past, and just articulating all the characteristics of God and focusing on how big God is. And so he sends these praise singers ahead, and what happens is really miraculous. The Ammonites and the Moabites come and they kill each other off. Israel never has to lift a sword, but then Israel comes in. It takes them 3 days to carry off all the loot, all of the spoils from where these people have just annihilated themselves, and Israel takes the spoils. So I love this story because it has so many good nuggets for us when we have something difficult happening, or we see that we're up against something way bigger than us and daunting. We can do like Jehoshaphat did. He looked first. He said, I don't know what to do. We don't know what to do, but our eyes are fixed on thee. So he directed his eyes to Christ, just like Peter walking on the water. When he looked at Christ, he was fine. When he looked around at the circumstances, he started to sink. So Jehoshaphat looks to God. He gets the people rallied to pray and fast. He goes to God for the answers. And then he listens to the prophet who comes, and the prophet tells him, you're not going to have to fight. And he believes the prophet so much that he doesn't even worry about, getting all his best swordsmen and all of his best fighters up front. No, he gets the praise people. He thanks God ahead of time for the victory. And that level of faith, of being able to thank God ahead of time, even when everything looks bleak and overwhelming, is the secret sauce, I believe, in accessing the blessings of heaven. There's been so many times in my life when I have prayed about something and felt a feeling of peace that it's going to be okay. And then I get out into the circumstances and day-to-day living and everything starts to look scary. And I'm prone by nature to get worried. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to work out. It doesn't look like it's going to do whatever. And I don't lean back on that answer. And in the times that I have had faith, I lean on that answer and say, I don't know, it doesn't look like it, but my eyes are fixed on thee. I trust thee. I thank you that you're going to work this out. Thank you that you've got it all under control. And when we go to that praise place and just really focusing on the majesty and the magnitude and the bigness of God, that's what we need to do in the interim between that feeling of peace and when it all falls together. It's praising Him. That's what we do with that interim. Instead of going to worry or fear, go to praise and keep your eyes on God and stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. I hope that gives you some insights on whatever you're dealing with in your life right now, and some ideas on how to keep praising God even when things don't look like they'll work out. Y'all take care. God bless. Keep joining us in the Light the World 90-Day Challenge, and ask God what that one thing you can do today to light the world and make the world a better place. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.